students like the slides and the swings best? In this lesson, you will learn to solve put-together problems by using information from a picture graph. Now, in the last lesson, we talked about take-apart problems, and this time we're talking about putting together problems. So let's go ahead and review. Here we have our picture graph. I noticed the title, sports our class plays, and the categories, football, basketball, and soccer. And of course we have the key there, one shirt equals one student. So 7 students like football. 5 students play basketball. And 4 students play soccer. A common misunderstanding when looking at picture graphs is not noticing what the key stands for when looking at picture graphs and thinking about questions. It is so important for you to notice what the key stands for. Sometimes the key might represent 2 students or 3 students, so it's always so important to look at the key. And also when answering a question, really think about what the question's asking you. So back to our picture graph here, sports our class plays. What if I asked you the question, how many students play football and soccer? How would you solve it? Well, first I would want to count the number of students that play football, which I know is 7, and then I'd also want to count how many students play soccer, which is 4. So the question was, how many students play football and soccer? What would you do to solve that problem? Hopefully you would know to add the two numbers together. 7 plus 4 equals 11. So my answer would be 11 students play football and soccer. Now listen carefully to the next question. How many students in the class play sports? How many students in the class play sports? How would you solve this problem? Well, I know that 7 students in our class play football, and 5 students in our class play basketball, and 4 students in the class play soccer. So what would I do with this data? Remember, my question is how many students play sports? I'm not asking for a specific sport, I'm asking for any sport. So what I can do is just add those 3 numbers together. In doing so, I discover that 7 plus 5 plus 4 equals 16. 16 students play sports. Now we're going to take a look at another picture graph. This one probably looks familiar. Favorite playground equipment. I have my categories seesaw, slide, swing, monkey bars, and the very important key, each smiley face represents one vote for that favorite playground equipment. So I see that 3 students chose seesaw, 2 voted for the slide. How many voted for the swing? 6, that's right. And how many voted for monkey bars? Now what if I asked you the question, how many students voted for the swing and the monkey bars? How would you solve it? Well, hopefully you would start by looking at the swing category and knowing that 6 students voted for the swing. And then looking at the monkey bars, 4 students voted for the monkey bars. So how would I get the total number of students that voted for the swing and monkey bars? I'd add them together. So 6 plus 4 equals 10. How many students voted for the seesaw and the slide? 3 students chose the seesaw, and I see that 2 students chose the slide. So 3 plus 2 equals 5. In this lesson, you have learned to solve put-together problems by using information from a picture graph.